I have to say it's with tremendous pleasure and gratitude that after 3 years of planning, my gallery is actually able to present this unique exhibition focused on the nature of lineage and received tradition. Titled Fathers and Sons, the shows feature 2 father and son pairs of ceramic masters, Suzuki Osamu and his son Tetsu, and Wakao Toshisada and his son Kei. Both fathers were raised by talented ceramist fathers and have themselves received national recognition for their mastery of 16th century ceramic styles. Both of their sons initially imagined different careers outside of the venerable family tradition, but both eventually embraced clay art, approaching it from very different personal viewpoints. Suzuki Osamu is a master of white shino, celebrated for its thickly walled works, creamy white glazing, and abstract patterns that are based on nature. Taking this classical technique to new levels, he is the reigning living national treasure for this tradition. His son Tetsu has established himself as a master of the seductive green and green-blue copper oribe glazing. Wakao Toshisada, also the bearer of regional designation, focuses on what we call Nezumi Shino, or mouse gray shino, that features a sophisticated form of resist decoration to create beautifully Rimpa-style functional work. According to the artist, his goal is to breathe an air of modernity into each vessel. Departing from his father's focus on tradition, Kei experiments with bolder sculptural forms inspired by nature that remain grounded in functionality, but they do verge on the abstract. They are covered in a range of thickly applied craquelure celadon glazes that cascade over pleated, sometimes marbleized surfaces, evoking images of water seen through cracked ice. Now I would like to turn our attention to my highlight of the show, which is this powerful mizuzashi, or water jar, a vessel that is used in the Japanese tea ceremony and has a central placement in the aesthetic scheme. While non-functional sculpture is a major part of his oeuvre, Suzuki Osamu has remained dedicated to the creation of tea ceremony implements in white shino glaze. This he believes to be the ideal expression of Japanese aesthetics and sensibility. His resulting oeuvre, while still grounded in tradition, is clearly fueled by a fresh, modern spirit of creativity. His works are noteworthy for their thick walls and unctuous opaque shino glazes, the result of longer firing time and slow cooling periods when fired, believe it or not, in a modern gas kiln. As a consequence, his work possesses a dynamism not found elsewhere. Suzuki is recognized for his bold, dignified designs and effective use of contrasting surfaces, which we see here in this geometrically carved 8-sided vessel. The irregular hand-carved formations that cover the surface invite us to look at the vessel in all directions from all angles, and yet presents itself as both sculptural and functional, traditional yet contemporary, and could be a vessel only created by Suzuki Osamu. In 1994, Suzuki was designated only the second living national treasure for shino ware. And in many ways, Suzuki Osamu may be seen as a new type of living national treasure, one who clarified the modern meaning of traditional shino, but has also created surprisingly contemporary, challenging sculptural forms. Thank you for listening. And I invite you to come and visit our show by appointment, which is open for another month before we switch out. We had a previous talk with the Suzuki family, and that video can be found on our website and on YouTube.